4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. Where are you now? What is taking place in this time frame, please?
There's a war going on. There's big explosions.
Is this the same life that you were in previously, or is this far into the future?
No, this is not so long ago. I think it's about, I don't know. But I'm dressed like I'm in the military.
So you're a different person altogether then.
Yes.
And you say there's a war going on. What type of war? What type of weapons are being used? And who's fighting?
It's very confusing because there are so many different entities involved in this.
Understood.
And I'm trying to get some intelligence for the group I'm with.
I'd like you to take a long, slow, deep breath. Inhale deeply. And as you inhale, relaxation moving through your body, and you feel the confusion going away and clarity coming into play with every breath you take. And before you say anything else, I'd just like for you to look at your hands and your body and tell me what type of entity are you in this place.
Oh. I think I'm an extraterrestrial.
Very good. I had a feeling, that's why I asked. And just to describe yourself before we get to the other details.
I'm sent here from a council that decided that we have to get rid of the Draconians on this planet that are causing so much trouble for the humanity, and they are in cahoots with the governments on different countries trying to get benefits, but they are just going to be betrayed and not going to receive what I think they're going to receive. They are just after power. They are just after to be the ruling elites for the masses, for their own sake, for their own benefits.
Understood.
And the council had decided now that it's time to stop this. It's affecting not only your planet, it's affecting all of the galaxy, and many things resonating in that frequency, that vibrating on this planet, and that's not a good thing. So there's been a decision that we should transport them away from here.
Deport them. What time frame would you believe that you're in terms, is it in what time frame? What year?
I'm not sure.
Okay, very good. And compared to the last time frame that you were in, how many more years? You were like 4,700 years back. How many?
I think this is maybe 1,000 years ago.
Oh, very good. So the decision has been made, and the particular council that has given the decree or had made the decision, do you know which particular council this was?
It's the Council of Nine from the Orion. They got this particular task to clear out all the hostility for making possible to a transition to not so dense dimension.
Very good. So 1,000 years ago, this deportation began.
Yes, and they are struggling to hold on, but it's futile because we have the whole universe behind us in a big collective unity, and we are going to transport them to another dimension where they can receive treatment, but some of them are going to be extinct.
So you still say this was 1,000 years ago, or is it in the year in 2000 and something? I say after the birth of Christ.
I think it's in around that area of time.
And what type of entity are you? Look at yourself. What type of form do you hold? Are you three-dimensional or?
No, I have manifested some in this density to be able to perform my duty.
So you have a three-dimensional form. You have a body that you're
I'm very muscular and strong.
human body.
Almost, yes.
What makes you a little different or almost human?
I don't have 5 fingers.
Oh, very good. So literally, literally physically manifest on the planet, 3D bodies that are helping with this exodus of these negative.
Yes, there have been so many different races here using the variety of
Methods.
the variety of living energies on this planet. They're using it to trying to make their species a stronger one in one way. They are envious of the emotions that humans hold because they are not having that anymore.
Okay. So you said there's been a variety of, were you trying to say the word manipulations?
A variety of species that has been here trying to take advantage from your mankind.
Understood. Because
and
of
your planet's resources.
Understood.
They have, together with powerful people of the planet, get more and more access to areas of the planet where they can do whatever they want and live however they want. But that is nothing that the Galactic Confederation will allow anymore.
Ah, very good. And so, did those draconians manipulate the human, the Homo sapien DNA strands?
they're making experiment on that, yes. And the small gray one love to do that because they are lacking a soul. And I think they can make a species out of you together with them to create a new species that will be superior in some ways.
And they think that they can actually somehow the Greys gain a soul in that aspect as well.
That is what they hope to gain, yes.
So who is in control? Are the Draconians over these Greys, or are the Greys over the Draconians? How is their relationship? Or just
they have different agenda, but they are working together. But both of the species just try to use the other ones, and they don't really see that.
Understood.
And together with humans that are thinking they're getting some benefits in technology and in war, technology of war. But
technology for war?
Yes, but it's going to be useless.
For weapons, okay.
Yes, weapons and things to control other matter and people and so on.
When you first arrived, what do you mean? What type of explosions were taking place, and what did this skirmish look like?
We are closing up big hollow spaces inside mountains and underground that has been used as they have almost built up a subculture underground, these Draconians. And now we are trying to erase all that. We try to erase all the
bases?
Yeah, bases, yes.
Very good.
And the traces of all the bases we're trying to bring back to the original state.
Understood. And are these bases under the ocean as well?
They are. Several of them.
And at this point right now, I've heard that there are only like 125 actual Draconians left deep in the earth, and the rest have been already deported. And I'm not going to ask you how accurate that is right now, but the time frame in which all of these things are happening right now, I'm in linear expression, I'm in 2016. As these deportation is taking place, what year around could you surmise? Can you ascertain what year this process is taking place?
This has been going on up until World War I in your time, and there have been efforts to trying to lingering on for some of the species, and they were in contact with Germany during the Second World War.
Yes.
But they are not having any power left, so they are harmless because their ability has, or we can say that they are transcendent from the Draconians.
Oh, okay.
But for every new generation, their power are not
It
with them
diminishes.
anymore. Yeah, it's
Diminishes.
diminished. Yes.
Very good. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to get to this point, and I'm glad we started back from Egypt and moved forward because we'd had sessions before, and uh, some of the information was a little different, but at the same time, a lot the same. You said that there were entities under the water before, and very good.
They are
So
not there anymore.
okay, so what
They
has happened?
have been, they try to hide in other places in your solar system and try to get away because they still thought that they can conquer it again, but they don't understand that the decree that comes from the source will not stand for that. So
Prime
it's
Creator has
not
made a
possible for
decree.
them to use it.
I'm sorry. You said a decree from Prime Creator. They
Yes.
have to stop. And okay, very
Yeah.
good.
So it came through many different councils that together decided of a strategy to doing this in the most, we can call it humane way for all the species that were involved in this.
Understood. I had a question about those who incarnate on planet Earth, and I'm not sure if you have this information. Do I know that they had to come via the 11th dimension first uh, in order to come to the Earth, but do they have to incarnate as Pleiadians before they can take a physical form as an Earthling? Uh,
No, but they come through that dimension just because of what has happened before, not only in your galaxy is going on in many different places. You have to understand that this universe where you are residing in now are very vast, but there are many different universes. But they come through that dimension just to adjust to the right, so to speak, state of mind before they manifest.
Understood, and that makes sense. But that particular place um, in that 11th dimension, as we were speaking, I remember there was a planet and there was a moon, and they were on the moon. Is that
Yes.
particular system the Pleiades system, what we would consider the Pleiades system? They say it was.
You can say it's in the vicinity of Pleiadian system,
Very
but it's
good.
very, very, very big.
Yes, I like to. There's a lot of really valid information that's out there, and I like to, when we have these amazing opportunities, to bring it all together because I don't like it when we're saying one thing and that which sort of almost makes everyone else a liar. And so,
It's
very
just a matter of interpretation and how they perceive things. They are not out there to lie.
absolutely. I'm very thankful for this information. How is Lars's body doing now?
He's fine.
Very good. Um, so,
He's
what?
getting used to this.
Very, very good. And am I still speaking to you in the form, the big muscular body, and you have what, three fingers or and a opposing thumb? What is your form?
That was my manifestation, but I'm just a energy form.
Right now, very good. So I had just a few more questions before I bring Lars out of this. You have my imagination and my inquisitiveness going on like if it was a meter, it would be like going bing, 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 bing over 100%. I just had a really quick question about Lyra. Um, did the Draconians have an interaction with the Lyrans before, when they first moved into our area of this universe?
Yes.
Very good. Very,
They
very good.
try to get some alliance with different species in that area.
And then they dominated them.
Yes.
That's what I gathered.
Yes.
So there armadas of ships, and I know you've said this before, around the Earth that are helping with this process that we're going through now.
Yes. They are there monitoring what's happening. They are there to help taking care of the big energy inflow. And for the moment they are also helping turning on, in many of you, turning on new strands of DNA. But they are very, very careful with that because it can be very confusing and strange for many of you. So they are almost cherry picking now who they are helping to turn on.
Is that because if all of a sudden people start having telepathic communications and seeing entities from higher vibrational densities, that they
Yes,
might start thinking that they're going crazy or something?
exactly. And that's one part of it. They are going to be very much more empathic. They are going to have telepathic abilities, and but many of them work together with groups on your planet that are aware of what is happening, and they're trying to help others in this transition because it's very overwhelming for many of you. And we are very much aware of that. And that is one thing we're monitoring also.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And I know that, as you've stated over and over in these sessions, that you are assisting Lars and myself with the work that we're doing. And I just want to let everyone know who's listening that we will continue to do this. And of course, we're using my method as opposed to the method I used to use. And
You are two of the people we're turning on, so to speak. We're turning you on, and you can see it in the way how your changes in perception of your surroundings, and your ability to read others' wishes, others' feelings
intentions.
and intentions. Yes.
Sorry.
You're going to be a very fine-tuned, empathic people.
Well, I'm excited, and we're excited every day. We're going to bring Lars out of this state here, and I'd just like to say once again, we are very grateful for the opportunity that we have to come together in this way. I know that everyone who listens to this particular piece is going to be blown away, because I'm a little blown away. They always just seem to get better and better.
We are so grateful to be able to give you these messages, and the ones of you listening into this, we hope you are resonating and are ready for the changes that is taking place. But you will also understand that you can and have a free will. We are not forcing anyone to go into anything, and all changes is coming from within you. There is no entities from outside that is coming in and point fingers what you should do. It's always going to come out of your inner experience and knowledge you have with you and had for many lifetimes. Many lifetimes.
Thank you very much. We are in major gratitude for the armadas of our space families and our higher dimensional and interdimensional families who are helping us through this transition. And we are collectively coming together, and it's the intent of, I know everyone who listens to this, whether they know it or just, even if it's just innately, we are appreciative and we like to thank you. And I'd like for Lars to take a long, slow, deep breath. Inhale deeply. And as you do, as you feel the relaxation moving through your body, as you move away from this scene, with much love and thanks,